Good afternoon and welcome to the Battle at the Beach, Day 3. And we anticipate this being one of the most anticipated matchups of this entire event, as you have Holy Spirit taking on one of the top teams in South Jersey in Cherokee. Of course, both teams, Sam, have a tradition of being excellent in football.
They sure do. I mean, I remember, I think we saw version 1 of this a year or two ago, and Holy Spirit was stacked. This is one of my favorite games to do because no matter what situation Cherokee is in, I've seen them be dominant and, roll over people. I've seen them struggle but make adjustments. One thing I like to see as the game progresses, this is an example of how you can make adjustments, cater your scheme to your best players, and cover your weaknesses. They do a good job of not repeating the mistakes more than once. Holy Spirit, they're always going to have some athletes on the outside. They're going to try and work in some space. That's the best way to attack Cherokee. But if you make a mistake, they're going to jump all over it. So it's going to be an actual chess match between the coaches and the execution from the players.
Number 11, Tommy Patrick on the kick.
Romans back to receive it, along with Searles. Hadjic will kick it away. Excellent kicker. We've seen him last year, and he's good at what he does. There's the kick. And he puts it through the end zone. And when you have we've seen this before on the high school level, Sam, when you have a kicker who can do that, it just is such a big weapon, such an advantage, because they're starting at the 20-yard line.
That's right, and the very few drives, there's a very low percentage of driving all the way down the field from the 20, so you're giving yourself a chance each time you kick off.
Sean Burns is the quarterback for the Spartans. Running back is Jasir Ward on the outside. You've got Gavin Roman. He's the one to watch, I should say, number 1. He pretty much does it all. On the outside, Tamir Jones and Jaden Lanos. Burns has trouble with a snap, rolling right, being rushed, throws on the run, and incomplete. Birdie was the closest man to it, and he's been with the Cherokee Chiefs for a long time as well.
Yeah, with the drop snap, it's hard to see, where the mistake was made in terms of protection. But one thing I saw was I would like to see a better decision made by the QB. Just throw the ball out, live to play another day, because that could have easily been a turnover. And that's what I'm talking about. You make a mistake, Cherokee's going to capitalize on it. They almost had their hands on it.
Quick throw to the right side is complete. Across the 25-yard line to the 28-yard line.
We did a good job of settling down in between the zones. Cherokee's a disciplined team. They're going to drop to where they need to drop. They're going to get to the right areas. And then inevitably there's going to be a space. And if they find those spaces, they can slowly move down the field.
8-yard pickup to junior Tamir Jones at 6'2". They expect big things from him. Quick pitch to the left side. That's Roman. Turns the corner very quick, as you can see him accelerate, picking up the first down to the 43-yard line. They want to get him in space. Not the biggest at 5'9" and 165, but you get him out in space, he's really dangerous.
He certainly is. And you know what, as a defense, whether if you're in man, you have to run across and get back down. It's tough to cover that. If you're in zone, you need to talk to one another and say the man's coming across, and the outside zone needs to pick it up.
A give off the left side, pounding for a couple.
Now they're running into the strength of Cherokee's defense right there. They need to keep spreading it out and having crossing patterns and keep opening up in space.
That was just Sear Ward, a 5'10", 225-pound sophomore. Here's Burns again, firing to the right side. Again complete, but just a couple on the completion.
Yeah, the ball was tipped at the line. It's a good job getting the hands up. The receiver stayed focused, came back to the ball, which is something that shows great teaching, and was able to pull it in.
Brandon Petra get on the stop, and that will set up a 3rd down and 7 from the 46. No score in the early going. Quick throw to the left side. This one is, see if he caught it, Roman, or if he was out of bounds.
Yeah, the play he wasn't able to pull it in.
He was out of bounds.
Interesting.
4th and 7.
That brings up a 4th down and 7, and despite being in their own territory in the early going, they are at least lining up as if they're going to go for it, and they are. Here's Burns, fires to the right sideline, and this one is incomplete. Intended again for Jones, but well defended on the play by Mitchell.
People ask, how can that be so far off? Well, the quarterback's throwing to right past the first down mark, and I'm sure the receiver's running his prescribed depth on his route that he's practicing practice, but they have to make that adjustment. Sit on 4th down, you just got to go past the down markers and come back.
So a gamble for Coach DePasquale early in the game in your own territory. Didn't come up with it, and now Cherokee will go to work at the 46-yard line of Holy Spirit. Their quarterback is Ryan Bender, and of course the man to keep your eye on is number 28, deep in the I formation. He gets the call off the right side, and maybe a yard or two. Obviously, the defense of Holy Spirit is set up to stop him.
Absolutely. I mean, I get a smile on my face every time I see the I formation, the not-off seam fullback. And then, Brian Boria, who's just outstanding. We've seen him. I feel like we've lived a football lifetime watching him play. From when he was a young pup to he got an injury last year, got better. We've just seen everything.
Sean Cole lines up in front of Boria, 2nd down, and not more than I thought he did. He got 3+ yards. Bender gives up the middle. Quick hitter, straight up the gut for a big gainer.
Nice job. And inside, he goes for trap or inside belly. Those are the 2 base plays out of the high. They ran ISO, then a trap.
Ramir Johnson getting the call. And when you concentrate on the tailback, that can happen.
And you better concentrate on the tailback.
1st down. Right at the 20-yard line. No score. Picking up the snap. I don't know if that was supposed to be the play, if it was going to be a direct snap to Boria, but it was on the turf. Picked it up, and on 1st down, picked up some 8 or 9 yards.
Based on the blocking, it looks like that's supposed to be a direct snap. And he delayed 1 second, picking up and running. So either way, it's a good sign.
2nd down and a yard for the Chiefs. Started this drive from the 47-yard line of Holy Spirit after they went for it. The Spartans did on 4th down. Bender to Boria, left side, slants and picks up the 1st down.
Nice job. Everybody knew he was going to get it. I'll tell you what, one of those coaches, and I know the Cherokee coaches have seen that as soon as their quarterback nailed that ball off, nobody went with the QB. There's a naked boot is coming soon.
Sean Feenan making the stop for the Spartans. Ball appears to be just inside the 10-yard line, so 1st and goal for the Chiefs. High snap. Boria tripped in the backfield. Coming through was Nolan Bradley for the Spartans. Had that penetration.
He did a good job. That's how you stop him. You stop him before he gets started, or at the very least, you redirect him and make him change direction. The rest of your defense becomes swarm and make the tackle.
May have lost a half a yard, but still 2nd down and goal. Ball is resting right on the 10-yard line. No score. 7:26 remaining in the opening quarter. Again, low snap. Bender has to get back there to pick it up, and now had an open receiver but couldn't find him and falls incomplete.
It was a good effort just to pass was off. I mean, it's good that he was able to control himself, pull himself back together after the low snap. That's a few low snaps in a row now. They have to address that when they come back to the sideline.
Jake Zabriskie, the tight end, and he was effective last year. With so many other talented, skilled players, he was open a number of times, and the seam right there couldn't handle. It's now 3rd and goal. Under center is Bender. He can't run it. Throwing under pressure and nearly intercepted.
Yeah, he definitely needs to hold that fake just a couple seconds longer, a couple moments longer. They had 2 outside rushers. They actually forced him to pull up and fire an ill-advised pass.
Fortunate that wasn't picked off by Tommy Innocenti. So they send out the field goal unit. Hajek will attempt. Will be placed out at 17-yard line, so a 27-yard attempt. The kick is good, just inside the left upright.
Like you said, not style points, but it counts the same either way.
Padgett connects from 27 yards out. And Cherokee leads it 3-0. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays till 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road, Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. And Sam, I would think that the coaching staff of Holy Spirit has to say that's a win for us.
Oh, absolutely. I have to give them the ball up on your side of the field, and you had a couple plays where it looked like the receivers are open, but they had adequate pressure to force the quarterback, with the errant pass. That's a win. They'll take that all the time if they're going to get the ball up on their own side, which is probably why he felt confident in his defense enough to go for it on 4th.
Basic on the kick. Number 1, Gavin Roman. And number 22, Christian Sherrill, track keeps return.
Forte to kick it away. Check that. That was Pajek to kick that one again through the end zone, and 2 for 2 for Pajek.
It's like 8 yards deep.
He's got a leg.
Yes, he does.
Holy Spirit will have their second chance on offense. They did move the football, had some flashes, but bogged down and then went for it on 4th down. And on Fourth down, they could not complete the pass to the right sideline, and that gave Cherokee the great field position, and they took advantage.
Now Cherokee has one less guy in the box. They need to check their running play right here. There you
Burns.
go. That's why.
Hands up the middle. Pickup of 4, maybe 5 yards.
Penalty number 1, Gavin Roman.
That was Roman.
Down number 4.
So you saw the 4 defensive backs lined up, cover 4 shell, which means they have one less person in between the tackles to make a tackle. One less person you have to block.
Roman could also run between the tackles despite his size. Here's the give up the middle to Ward, and Ward is a load, to put it mildly. 5'10", 225, just a sophomore. You could see right there the power. They were grabbing his jersey to no avail.
Yes, they were. We've seen some running backs this weekend that, whether they're bigger or even undersized, they just bring it. Just bring a load. Tackling's at a premium.
Burns with a quick pitch to the left side. That's complete to Roman, and he nearly broke it. Just pushed out of bounds at the last moment, or he would have taken it to the house.
Man, they're doing a good job of getting the guys out quick. If they're going to pass, they're going to pass right over the middle for an easy hook or out in the flats. They're doing a good job of mixing it up. You can't get a beat on what's coming next.
The first down for Holy Spirit at the 48-yard line of Cherokee. Burns going to keep it himself left side, picks up 2 yards.
Looks like a busted play there between him and the running back.
But
still got positive yards out of it.
2nd and 9.
An advance of just a yard on the play.
Well, if their first drive and the beginning of this drive is any indication, they're going to use this wide side of the field to their advantage.
2nd and 9. Roman peels to the right side. He gets the short pass, cuts upfield immediately inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. He just gets upfield very quickly.
And that's going to be tough to cover if you defend it that same way. What you do is you change your defense up. You get a hard corner out there, so he's out there waiting for the guy, and you roll the secondary behind it. That way you don't have to run across with him. That's an adjustment that they can make. They'll make that.
Pickup of 4, so it's 3rd and 5 from the 43-yard line of Cherokee. Holy Spirit again, the quick throw to the left side. Roman has it, has room, spinning inside, continues driving to the 30-yard line. And as you said, Sam, he's just getting rid of the ball so fast. No pressure at all, but you can do that.
It just nullifies whatever advantage Cherokee would have on the D-line or any pass rush. It means nothing right now because you're just popping off before they could even potentially get there. And you know what? Use your strengths. You got Roman out there who looks very comfortable with the ball, spinning and turning upfield, and just put him where you need him and throw him the ball.
First down at the 30 of Cherokee. Up the middle again, the give to Ward.
And up to number 40, Bashir Ward.
Picks up 4.
Player's helmet came off.
Actually, they're going to mark it with a pickup of 2.5 to 3. Let's see if they reset the marker. We'll say 3 yards for Ward.
2nd and 7.
But when you got Roman, who's quick and elusive, and you got Ward pounding it up the middle, that's a good combination.
I'll tell you, you know where you're looking.
Burns. Again, Ward pounding. If you're going to try to tackle him one-on-one, it's not going to have a good ending. As you can see, they double-teamed him, and he picked up a couple.
Now, I would assume if they went for it on 4th on their side of the 50.
3rd and 5.
Get it here, they're going to 4-down territory. Is everywhere 4-down territory?
Yeah, I think it is.
You have a quarterback who delivers a nice, easy, catchable ball. Why not?
3rd and 5 from the 25. The quick throw to the right side again, and it's complete in the right flat.
Now, they didn't quite play a cover 2. It was more of a cover 4. But did you see how the corner or the first man tackling came from the outside in? They're making that adjustment already. They're not running out to that flat. They're going to wait out there and connect as soon as he catches the ball.
Gavin Cohn makes the reception, but he comes up short by 2 yards of the first down. So once again, they find themselves in a 4th down situation, but this time, totally different situation as they are at the 22-yard line of Cherokee.
Now, he sent somebody from the wide side.
Here's the snap. I don't know if it's a false start, but from the reaction of Holy Spirit, it looks as if it was.
But they were doing the same thing. The number 2, the slot receiver, Roman, was just 3-yard out. Just going to catch it and get it first.
4th and 7.
So now from a 4th and 2, it goes to a 4th and 7. 3-0 the count. 3:10 left. Opening quarter. Final day of the battle at the beach. And timeout going to be called by Cherokee. I think they didn't like what they saw in their defensive setup and immediately called timeout.
Well, they did. They had their whole defense shifted to the sideline. They're giving the whole field to over there to 2 receivers. You got to shift one more defender over there.
3-0. Cherokee. Johnson's Popcorn is known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. And Choppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you are not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century. Holy Spirit down 3-0 to Cherokee. Has a 4th and 7, had a 4th and 2, but the illegal procedure or false start cost them 5. So let's see what Coach Di Pasquale can dial up here.
I'm not sure why they're doing this after. Linebacker, corner, and safety over here.
Here's Burns, pump fake, throws deep down the left sideline into the end zone, and did he catch it?
Yes, he
did for the touchdown.
They've been setting that up all day, Tony. Out. Now, it takes some guts to do that, 4th down, but really practiced over and over. Great job. Defenders all over. He's able to hold on and pull it in.
Jaden Lanos, the 6'3", 190-pound senior, used his length, Sam, on that play to able to grab it over the defender.
He sure did. And he stayed focused. You have a guy hanging all over you and making sure you're running straight. It's a tough thing to do.
Forte to attempt. Mason Forte. 6'3" now, Holy Spirit looking for point number 7, and the kick is no good. Off to the right.
A lot of leg. You're off to the right.
But Holy Spirit does take the lead. They are on top now, 6-3 over Cherokee. Winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com. So Holy Spirit, a very efficient drive there, Sam, as they were getting the ball out of their hands quickly. Ward was pounding it up the middle. Roman was deeply involved, as we expect him to be, and they looked very good on offense.
Yeah, I mean, they scripted that. They know most high school teams don't cover the flat, so you just keep going, get your 3 to 5, hope for a good move or a missed tackle. You get the defense used to rallying to those outs. You pump, you get out and up, take it to the zone. It worked just like they drew it up. Minus the false start.
Forte to boot it. Boria and Birdie back to receive it. Short kick. Birdie's just going to dive on top of it. Can't just let it roll.
Number 16.
What you do is you force them into making a decision. And I'm not sure how many of them know that they can fair catch it or they can, catch it go out of bounds, but they never want to kick off to hit the ground. That's the number one coaching point.
So Cherokee now finds themselves down for the first time in this game, 6-3. 2:54 left in the opening quarter. Cary Stadium here at Ocean City. Battle at the beach. Ryan Bender directs the show. He is a junior. And Coach Glatt says he's been really throwing the football really well in the preseason scrimmages, and that makes them even more dangerous with Boria in the backfield. And here's Boria with the call, looking to swing wide. He makes the turn. He has one man apiece into Holy Spirit territory, pulls free, but then forced out of bounds and around the 25-yard line. And there you saw vintage Brandon Boria.
Yeah, he did a great job of being patient in the middle. He could have taken that ball and sprint from the beginning, but then his blockers wouldn't have a chance to engage. So what he did, he was patient at the beginning, let his blockers engage, then he turned on the speed and almost took it to the house. That shows maturity, and it shows he's carried the ball many times. Nobody's covering the wide out down here. All right.
At the 27 of Holy Spirit, so Cherokee answers the touchdown by Holy Spirit quickly, although they haven't scored yet. This time, Boria, nothing doing at all. Great penetration in the backfield. That was Sean Feenan, who's been impressive thus far in the early going for Holy Spirit. Loss of a yard.
They have a size mismatch down here with Pagic.
Pagic goes around 6'2" for the Chiefs.
Christian Searles is 5'7".
Empty backfield. Bender, right side, picks up minimal gain. We've seen Bender really do great work on the ground as well.
I tell you what, and he's to be a strider, we've seen him not get caught. I mean, he's able to bust through and keep going. I mean, he just has that little thing you need to be successful.
So now 3rd and 10 for Cherokee. Down 6-3. They put Boria out to the right side on the wing. Very effective catching the football as well, and of course he can do great things after the catch. Here's Bender, fires to the right side. This one is complete. Stutter stepping. That's Boria, and he's thrown down, but not before he picks up the first down.
So we just get to see another facet of his game, his hands.
Check that. That was Birdie.
Okay. I was going to say, come on, man. How many more things can he do?
And Birdie has been catching passes for Cherokee for 3 years as well.
See, Tony, right here, you run your slot, number 10, right at the safety. You fade 11. You have him go up over the 5-7 corner.
Pagic far out to the left side. Osborne in the slot. The give off the right side. Check that. That was Bender on the keeper. We just talked about it, and there he just showed it.
Oh, they showed it right there. The coaches upstairs said they saw it last time, and for some reason it didn't work. They said, no, come back to it, make the blocking adjustment. And that's just an alignment lapse. Apparently there's a gap and a half that's open. He's able to take a step and shoot through there.
Cherokee retakes the lead. Just 51 seconds left in this opening quarter. Pagic to attempt. And the kick is good. 10-3. Cherokee back on top, but of course that whole drive was keyed by the long run by Brandon Boria.
Yeah, that's tough. You gotta defend the toss. You got to defend the quarterback sweep, and they haven't gotten to the downfield passing game yet in the play action. They have a ways to go.
Well, if you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design, assist in the development of your custom home. They build single-family homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Or you can phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. 10-6.
Number 1, Gavin Roman.
Cherokee
Number 22,
takes the lead again, and now Holy Spirit will have another opportunity. If history serves, they'll start from their own 20-yard line.
Looks like they did a little scouting. That center on the kick return is not leaving from in front of that ball. They're not allowing them to dribble that up.
Line drive is taken right at the goal line. Across the 25 to the 29
number 13, Jake Wood.
yard line, and that's where they will go to work.
So anybody that came to look for some defense in the first quarter, they're still looking right now. The offenses are doing a good job of executing all their plays, all their assignments.
And let's see if Holy Spirit continues. I don't see why they wouldn't, to just run the same offense with the hand up the middle of Ward and the quick throws by quarterback Burns.
Why not?
And a whistle and a marker.
Now that's good because they were able to shift the H-back or the slot in motion, which caused Cherokee to flop their strength, and then they're going to run a counter at the same time. They had Cherokee for a big game right there. That was a counter that's going to be wide open. You're going to see that play again.
False start. The call against the Spartans. That puts them at a 1st and 15 now. Inside the 25 at their own 24-yard line. Burns, Ward across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Luke Brown came up to make the stick. And it's tough when you have somebody coming at you that's 225 and you got to hit them high. It's probably better to go down low, right?
That's right. Now, they need to make an adjustment on that play and make it one hole wider because they're running right into the strength of Cherokee. And you're not going to get much there.
Pickup of 2, second down now and 13. Burns again to Ward, stumbling forward for 2 more.
Those wouldn't be bad plays if they start off at 1st and 10. But at 1st and 15, you're going to have to give your athletes some room to do something. It must be the quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. With the score, Cherokee on top of Holy Spirit, 10-6. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this.
Cherokee Chiefs 10, the Holy Spirit Spartans 6.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salaried people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring.
We go to quarter number 2. The Spartans facing a 3rd down and 12. From the 27.
Tight formations like this, the offensive crossing patterns.
Throws over the middle, and this one is complete, but I don't think he got the first down. It was complete to Tamir Jones, the junior. They're looking at a 4th and a yard now. Conventional thinking would say, okay, Ward's getting to carry here.
Right.
But they might just say, well, we're going to take advantage of you thinking that, and we're going to toss the ball after the play fake.
They've been just as successful throwing to the flat, to be honest with you.
This one thrown deep over the middle, and this one is complete.
I tell you what.
Straight down the middle with a reception.
Gets it. That's good for a Spartans. First down.
Between Jones and Lamos, that they're able to go up and get the ball. They have some guys that have some coordination right there.
And Lalos, a senior, but 6'3". Jones is 6'2". Quick pitch to the right side. That's complete to Roman. He slips a tackle out in space. Has room inside the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's just good to see he has that flat 3-yard out pattern pass down to science. I can't imagine how many reps they've had to get that, but it's consistent. It's as consistent as a handoff right now. You know, you can almost put that in the running game. Just get him out there by himself.
He is dangerous.
I mean, the only option you have is to have a great athlete on defense that can bump, I know he's off the line, but press him off the line.
Here's Ward dancing and then finding a hole. Good gain on first down.
That's some niftiness there for a big guy. I mean, he stepped, changed direction, then accelerated again. I mean, he's not just a bowling ball. He has some niftiness there.
Picked up 8 yards. Ball inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. A 2nd and 2. Holy Spirit on a drive. Again, Ward. Again, pounds up the middle to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
Spartans touchdown.
So the sophomore with a touchdown.
Yeah, once he gets started, you can give it up. You need to get him low and need to get him early. Once he starts bringing it, it's going to get tougher and tougher.
Major Forte on the kick.
12-10. Spartans are back on top. Forte will attempt. Now this one is good. 13-10. As we've been on the seesaw, Holy Spirit retakes the lead, 13-10. Well, Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street on the Boardwalk in Ocean City is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. And they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. And you can visit them online as well at Gillians.com. So Holy Spirit wasted no time at answering.
I think we've seen more lead changes in this first half than we did in the 2 other games we've done. This is good football.
Yeah, well, those 2 other games we've done were not really competitive. This one we expected it would be, and it is.
Oh, really? Those guys come up and do it.
Forte again to kick it away. Birdie and Boreum wait for it. At their 10. High, not deep. Coming up to Birdie at the 15. Birdie finding some room along the left sideline and able to move it forward to the 35-yard line. So a nice return there by Birdie.
Yeah, they're trying to pooch it, and it's a little bit far, and they want it a little bit higher in order to give the coverage team time to get there and force a minimal return. So because it went a little further, he was able to get ahead of steam and get downfield.
Cherokee again with the football. They mark it at the 37-yard line, and I guess as this game is unfolded thus far, Sam, the team that's going to be able to play defense and figure out the other offense is going to be the one that's going to prevail.
No one has put any pressure on the opposing offense yet, and Cherokee can't do it yet because Spirit is throwing the ball so quickly. And the other way around, Cherokee just has so many different players that have so many different formations that what are you going to get a beat on? You stop one thing to go to the other thing.
At the 37. Bender looking to throw, being rushed, rolling right side, looking for Boria at the midfield line, but overthrown, incomplete. But he did have pressure, and that made the throw difficult.
I don't know if Holy Spirit was in their huddle or what, but they sniffed that play out from the beginning, and they had 2 defenders on Boria.
So off the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Ball is marked at the far hash mark, so wide side of the field to their right.
I wonder when they're going to take advantage of the height difference up top. With Patrick.
Here's Boria, nothing at all.
Yeah, he's starting to get the beat for when he's going to get it. That's 2 plays they focused on him.
51, Robert McDevitt.
Robert McDevitt,
Loss of about 5.
nose guard. He's a senior, 6-footer, 220 pounds, and boy, they really shot in there. It's almost as if they were just defeated their block.
Absolutely. All right, Boria, the words of wisdom. Once you've established yourself as a running back, everybody's coming after you. I've experienced that, so you're going to have to make plays sometimes when they're not there.
3rd and 15. Bender, pump fake, sets, looking downfield. Intended for...
Yeah, a little bit too much contact.
Pass intended for number 13.
That was Jake Wood, who it was intended for, but just couldn't get it to him.
No, if the defender would just turn his head around and then you had that contact, that's a whole nother thing, because you're just running the route trying to get the ball. But because his head was on the receiver for too long, they were able to get the call. They actually had good protection on that one, too, because it takes time to run that pump and go. So it's a holding call, not pass interference. I didn't see the sign.
Some confusion after whether or not it is a first down, and now they do move the sticks. So off the holding call, that's a huge call right there. Interesting, though, because they had a 3rd and 15, and holding is 10 yards, right? Or is that holding a defensive holding?
I think defense is just, yeah.
It must have been a defensive hold. But then they moved it up 10 yards and still gave him the first down. Deep down the center of the field, Birdie, incomplete.
Defense. Now, if you're not going to turn around, that's what you do. That's a good job. That's
Pass sent to Cameron Birdie. False incomplete.
Was that Christian Searles?
Number 22.
It was.
On the coverage.
You know, if it gets by you by a step or two and you're catching up, you just wait for the receiver to put their hands up and then you swat at that time.
2nd down and 10. From the 48-yard line.
He may be 5'7", but he's proven his mettle.
13-10. Spartans. Here's to give the ball. He has room. He could take it the distance. He will take it the distance for the touchdown.
When you have Boria, you're one play away from scoring anywhere. He took a little bit of a delay. They crashed it down. He redirected, bounced outside, turned on the jets, made it to the end zone.
16-13 now is Cherokee back on top. 8:59 left till halftime. He is special. There's no doubt about it. A Stony Brook commit. They're happy to have him, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Pagic to attempt. And the kick is good. So we are, if nothing else, Sam, enjoying a very entertaining game, back and forth.
Back and forth. You know, different philosophies, different schemes, and different ways to move the ball. And not a ton of mistakes. There's a couple penalties here and there, but we've seen games where there's multiple penalties on each drive. So it's refreshing. Good to see.
Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays till 7, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays, that is today, until 4, so you've got about an hour and 15 minutes to get there. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. So we've seen Boria break big ones twice now in this game. One for the touchdown, and you saw it right there. 53 yards.
Thinking about what adjustments for each team, but right now Cherokee can make on defense. They're going to have to find a way to address those short passes in the flat, or they have resigned themselves to say, well, we'll live with that and rally to it. Maybe it won't kill us.
Magic to kick it. Searles and Roman are back. High, not deep. Coming up and taking it at the 20-yard line. The Searles across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Those kicks are so hard because you practice with a certain depth on your kick to get your front line blocking and your fullbacks in front of you, and then when it changes, everybody has to adjust and move up. So often you get tough collisions on those type of kicks.
So now Holy Spirit will go to work at the 29-yard line. Down by 4, 17-13, 8:51 remaining till halftime. Quick throw to the right side. This one is nearly picked off.
There's the adjustment. All right, they have the outside backer, rover, strong safety, whatever you want to call him. Out there, he's jumping that route. Now, the Holy Spirit was able to get him on that out and up earlier, but they're at least going to say, we're going to take this away from you, make you throw something different.
That was Mitchell for the Chiefs. Now 2nd down and 10.
This is what they want in terms of running.
Burns again throwing to the right side, wide open, and making the catch is Roman before he's dumped for the first down.
I tell you what, forget all Roman's physical attributes. It takes some courage to keep your eyes on the ball when you know that defender's right there, ready to lay a blow. He didn't blink.
So they get him on the first play to the flat, but right there, he was wide open.
Yeah, he went up, out and up, and just, everything they do is going to be adjustments to it.
And that might be another adjustment because in the backfield, Ward is thrown for a loss.
Every play, if you're playing in the offense's backfield, the defense is going to win. If the line of scrimmage gets pushed forward and that running back gets a head of steam going, good luck.
Leo Bluestein makes the stop. So it looks like Cherokee, the coaches have said, okay, guys, we need to make some adjustments, both in the running and passing game, and they have thus far. Throw over the middle is complete at the 40-yard line, but hit immediately and thrown back.
Man, that's a great job all around. It's a quick hitch right there. Normally defense wouldn't react that fast, but they jumped on it. I was thinking that they're going to go in the hook area, which is about 8 yards past the football around the hash marks. But they went right up the field.
John Roseboro with the reception, but hit immediately, and that will set up a 3rd and 8. Quick throw to the right side. This one is complete, stepping up for the first down. Great move once again.
I tell you, once he has the ball in his hands, you just add on 8 yards. It's +8.
That's good for a Holy Spirit first down.
He is so quick.
His nickname should be +8. Because when he gets the ball, it's minimum of 8.
So the first down picked up. And the jive continues at the 47. The swing to Ward. Gets a block at the line of scrimmage. Arrows ahead to the 40-yard line. That's where they're going to give him forward progress. Be a couple of yards short of the first down. But there you saw Ward getting outside on the short flare.
Big man was able to catch it running sideways, turn on the field. To be honest with you, I was looking for him to deliver more of a blow there. to discourage those defensive backs from tackling them.
2nd and 3. Again Ward. Again with room. Again powering. Now breaks free. Continues inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
That's the kind of run I expect to see him do. Running through people, making 2 or 3 people tackle. Great job.
Do my watch too.
And I tell you, Sam, they have given Ward some good-sized holes to run through as well.
Yes, they have. They're opening up a little bit. It's quick pace and all the wide, making those D linemen run side to side, and you come right at them.
At the 13, Ward again gets the call. Ward off right tackle, picks up 4. Going to mark it right at the 10-yard line.
Bashir Ward, tackled by number 54, Roman Doherty.
Doherty with a stop for the Chiefs.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
4-yard gain for Ward, who has been busy on this drive.
Hey, taking a blow right now. And Roman in the backfield.
Quick throw to the right side. This is complete and taking it upfield for the touchdown.
Pass number 3 to 1. Roseboro is good for a Holy Spirit touchdown.
John Roseboro with the reception and the touchdown.
That is the epitome of take what they give you. If they're not going to line up, pressure off the line right there, or present any danger, you just get your head up as soon as the ball snaps and catch it. I love what they're doing. They are not playing outside of their abilities. They're saying, we can do this, and we're going to do it until you stop it.
Forte again will attempt. 19-17, Holy Spirit. Kick is no good, off to the left. He has plenty of distance. It just sailed to the left side and no good.
Take some leg off of that and straighten it out. He'd be good to go.
19-17. Holy Spirit back on top of those 2 extra points that have been missed could come to play a big role late in the game.
I think they will, from what I'm seeing.
I mean, you figure they've got Padgett on their side. Right now, they can win the game with a field goal.
That's right.
So
who's going to be the first to blink on offense here?
Johnson's Popcorn is known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. And Shoppy's is even better online. You may know the showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century.
Number 16, Cameron Birdie. Number 28, Brandon Gloria. Keeps return.
All the adjustments have to be made on defense. The offenses, they can just keep doing what they're doing.
Forte to kick. Line drive affair. Taken by one of the up people and to the 30-yard line before he stood up and thrown backwards.
Number 11, Tom Page.
That was Padgett on the return. So once again, it's been all offense in this game, really.
It's a good thing to see, from an offensive person, but you'd like to see some adjustments. Holy Spirit needs to get into the backfield of Cherokee. They got a stunt, bring an extra person. I don't know what they have to do, but right now they're being dictated to, and they're gonna have more of the same unless they make a change.
Cherokee will open for business at their 32-yard line. Bender in the backfield along with Boria. Boria with the call, hit at the line of scrimmage, able to fall forward for a yard. Played well by Holy Spirit.
Yeah, good job there. Most of his success has been either off tackle or outside in the flats, not turning it up. In between those tackles, it's been tough sledding.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 9 for the Chiefs. down 19-17. 5:03 left. Quick pitch to the right side, and this one is, they say he did catch it. That's Birdie. Had to come back for the ball.
Dangerous pass, because if that DB had one more second, he was able to jump in front of that. So they're bringing
Gain of about 5 on the play, 3rd and 5.
all right, so they're bringing Searles over here to press.
Bender looking to the sideline after the brain trust checks out that defense of Holy Spirit. Got the call, 3rd down and 5. Bender with time, now rushing out to the right side, throws on the run, and this one is caught. Was he in bounds? He was not. Birdie could not keep the feet in, out of bounds. And let's see how Coach Glatz plays it right here. 4th down and 5. Now, they have not been able to stop Holy Spirit, so it's not as if you can depend on your defense, and he, I guess, agrees with us, and he is going to punt the football.
It would be a tactical error to try and go for it here.
Pagic will kick. We've seen this before from Holy Spirit in past years. They have no one back to receive it. They're going to try to block this one here. The snap, here they come. The kick is good. They got it off. Gets a Cherokee roll, and it's touched up at the 33-yard line.
Coach said Coach is going to talk to him about letting it roll.
1st down, Spartans.
I guess I can't complain about the punt return and catching it now with, with nobody back, right? They showed me one.
4:03 remaining till halftime. Holy Spirit will have the football one more time. They lead it 19-17, so they're looking to add to their lead here.
If they're lined up like that again, I'd have a fake punt ready. You get me in between the 40s, I'm just going to have direct snap to the up back and just fire a pass right across the middle.
Yeah, if you get a 4th down situation, like you said, Sam, coming up again where you really need it, and they're going to show that formation, yeah. Burns, again, the pump fake, this time looking downfield, throws over the middle. This one's complete.
Keep going.
Bounces off, tripped. Finally inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Tamir Jones makes the reception. You saw the pump fake by Burns first, and then he found Jones. He found the seam in the zone, it seems.
That's exactly what he found. And it's tackle football, not bump football. You got to wrap him up and take him down. That's a good job. Keep going. You keep going till the official blows the whistle. So it's good pump fake, good read, and good courage to catch it over the middle.
At the 38, Ward again pounds for maybe a couple. Doherty makes the stop for the Chiefs.
The penetration, just load him up, because you've seen at least 2 times already. If he gets rolling, good luck.
One on the play, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, especially if he gets rolling into the secondary.
Yeah.
Does pick up maybe a yard and a half. Burns throws to the left side, complete, but hit immediately and down.
Now they have the corners adjusting and reacting quicker to the flat patterns, which is good to see. That's the only way you're going to discourage Holy Spirit from doing it.
Emmett Kane makes the reception. Wesley Davenport with a stick. Picked up 3, now 3rd and 5. Inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And timeout called on the field with 2:40 left in this first half. 17 for Cherokee, but Holy Spirit leads it with 19. Winning teams know the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com. So Holy Spirit on top in this ball game, 19-17, facing a 3rd and 5, but in all likelihood they would go for it on 4th down as well.
Yeah, I think they would.
One more game coming up at 5 p.m. Edison takes on Cedar Creek, and that will be the finale of the Battle at the Beach here from Ocean City. 3rd down and 5. Here's Ward off the right side. Ward able to bounce off a tackle, and he's got the first down inside the 20-yard line near the 15-yard line. So a nice move there as he bounced it to the outside and able to pick it up.
It shows good vision and good ability to change direction. I just want to see him finish that play at the end. It's the second time that it's a little bit lackluster on the finish. I just want him to punish those guys out there when they're coming to tackle him. Make them dive at your feet and you hop over and keep going. Especially when it's 3rd and 4th down. You don't have time to dance. You need to get the first down.
Burns with a pump fake looking for Tamir Jones, but unable to hook up. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. 2:22 on the clock until halftime. 19-17, Holy Spirit looking to extend that lead right here. Ward again, stutter stepping, picks up 3 before he swarmed under.
Okay, still good reason, running right underneath that defensive end. I mean, you can't fault the play calling, you can't fault the execution. Cherokee's defense is playing tough. You just have to find that open area and hope for that mistake, that missed tackle.
3rd and 7 for the Spartans. Under 2 minutes left in the first half. Swings to the left side. Lalos takes the screen pass, and he's going to take it to the house.
There it is. Number 22, Christian Searles. He's in for a Holy Spirit touchdown.
Young man caught the ball. No, it is so tough to tackle in the open field, especially you're running. You can have all the pursuit drills you want. You're running to the side. They have a head start. The offense knows where they're going. You make 1 or 2 cuts. That's what they're looking for. Unless you're perfect on defense, you can keep coming at that unless you have a really great group of tacklers. You can do what we call a discouragement blitz and send somebody off the corner to maybe meet him as he catches it if you get lucky. But other than that, you got to tackle in the open field. They're going for 2 here.
They are. Burns throwing deep into the back of the end zone, but this one is incomplete. He really didn't have anyone to throw it to. He was just kind of looking for someone, searching for someone to break free, and no one really did.
Yep, but in that case, it's the opposite. Never throw it away. Just throw it up and see if somebody come down with it, because only good things can happen.
25-17, Holy Spirit extends their lead with just 1:39 left till halftime. Well, if you're planning to build a home, make your first stop to visit Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist in the development of your home. They'll build single-family homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality.
Tony, Cherokee won the toss and elected to receive. So now if they don't score on this drive with, just a minute or so left, Holy Spirit's going to get the ball in the second half. And they can extend this lead.
Cherokee has 1 minute 39 seconds to operate until the half ends.
They've shown to be a big play team. I don't know about the 2-minute and vertical passing. We'll see.
Short. Bobbled. Taken along the left sideline. Having a lot of room. And across the 45 near the midfield line.
That helps.
Number 5.
Is that Birdie?
Yes.
So there's a play that really is big in this particular situation. With just 1:39 left, they get the big kickoff return, and now they have excellent field position at their own 47-yard line. They can pretty much do anything they want offensively.
Yeah, they don't have to go into the all passing or 2-minute drill. They have a back that can score from anywhere on the field. You just call the right play and keep moving on. They have all their timeouts.
First down at the 47, their own 47 for Cherokee. Here's Boria talking about can take it the distance on any play. Picks up a first down. Gain of 13 or 14 for Boria.
It's a nice run. That's good body room. That's a good run.
Back to pass. Bender fires deep to the right side for Pagic. He's hemmed off by the defender who played the ball nicely.
They did. They had a outside receiver around the post, inside receiver around the corner, or out and up. And that usually that gets the defenders mixed up. They played it well. Searles over here is showing me more and more every play.
Second down and 10 from the 42-yard line of Holy Spirit. 1:11 left in this first half. Here's Bender. Here's Boria. Boria pounds up the middle inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Much better defense by Holy Spirit there. Again, he's had more success off tackle rather than inside, but you have to run it to get to the outside.
Under 50 seconds left now. They're in no hurry. They're just running their offense. And Bender now under center. Bender off play action, steps back, throws to the left side. This one's complete to Purdy, but he's going to be short of the first down. Good stick there by Holy Spirit.
Nice way to drive on the ball. It's actually a nice play. It's just that, the speed, the closing speed of Holy Spirit there, and the nice open field tackle. That's an open field tackle.
That'll bring up fourth down. Cherokee does call timeout coming to the sideline. 36 seconds left, so obviously Magic does have the big leg, but we're talking about the ball marked at the 34 plus the 741 plus the 10 would make it a 51-yard attempt, and probably not going to do that right here.
I don't think so. Plus, they have plays for this. This is just a 3-yard gain. They can sprint it out. They can toss it to Boyer. They can get brave and do a halfback pass and just throw it over their head. That's not, you never know what's going to come out. Everyone's focused on Boyer. You might want to use it to your advantage. Reverse off of that, you can do tons of things.
Now you remember earlier, Ramir Johnson, the upback, got the handoff and he took it for a nice gain. I don't think probably they're going to do that here. More likely they're just going to have Boria back there, or they could have an empty backfield. Split Boria out, but then that takes away the opportunity to give it to him to pick up the first down.
Well, you keep in the backfield, you spread everybody else out, you see if they have 6 people in the box or 7. And if they dare to run it, you have the back to do it.
Pagic and Birdie to the right side. Bender with Boria. He'll throw it. Looks like his arm was hit, and it is intercepted by Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I think the ball either slipped out of his hand or whatever happened. But that's not what I expected. They were trying to throw a quick slant over here.
Holy Spirit will take over.
So we'll see. How much time do they have left there?
32 seconds.
I am your father.
That was really strange. I mean, I didn't see anybody hit his arm, so it may have been he just lost control.
The humidity out here. Maybe the ball is slipping. I don't know. He's been throwing it well earlier, so.
One lucky runner's going over $155.
Now, that's a big play in this ball game, no question about it.
2072.
First down for Holy Spirit. And they're just going to take a knee.
It was a
Gavin Roman takes a knee.
that play may not have counted.
556-2072. Come collect your money in the Tom Williams press box.
Waiting for any indication from the officials as to how they are going to rule here. They're just going to let the clock run out. So we are at halftime. Holy Spirit on top of Cherokee, 25-17 here at the Battle at the Beach in Ocean City. Right now we are going to step aside and we'll be back with the second half right after this.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Hello, my name is Mark McKenna from Pat McKenna Realtors, and I am the team leader of the Mark McKenna team here in Marlton, New Jersey. I've been selling real estate for 27 years, and our group is the top producing real estate team in the South Jersey area for the last 4 consecutive years. When you hire the Mark McKenna team, we have 3 full-time salary people within the office. We have a listing coordinator, a transaction coordinator, and a director of client services to make sure that you get the proper care from start to finish. You'll deal with really seasoned agents. I have been in the business for 27 years. Bob Grace has been with me for 24 years, and Jeff Amden for 14 years. So you're getting a ton of experience when you hire the Mark McKenna team. Some of the benefits hiring our team is experience, technology, and negotiating skills. I always tell all my clients it's very easy to put a deal together, but we earn our commission keeping transactions together and getting to the settlement table. That's when our clients are most satisfied. So if you're looking to buy a property in South Jersey, we welcome you to come in and have a buyer consult with our team. Or if you're interested in seeing what the current value of your house is, we would be glad to come out and have an appointment with you and show our strategies and marketing techniques that makes us the top producing team in South Jersey.
Welcome back to Ocean City as we begin half number 2. It'll be Cherokee receiving. Birdie and Boria back to receive it. The Chiefs down 25-17.
I'll tell you what, I can't wait to see, and this has always been a good surprise watching Cherokee and Holy Spirit, the adjustments they make and how well they're able to execute it. Some of them should be obvious, some will be, interior line adjustments, but it's just like opening a present at Christmas to see what they come up with.
Both have great coaching staffs. Matter of fact, Holy Spirit, Andrew DePasquale's first year, but there are 2 other former head coaches on his staff.
Oh, wow.
Charlie Roman and A.J. Russo. And, of course, we know Brian Glatz and his team also. Excellent coaching staff.
Yep.
Forte with the kick. Loose, coming up for it is Mitchell. Mitchell takes it at the 25-yard line, able to stumble forward to the 31-yard line. So we've seen a couple of those in this game where players are kind of undecided, what am I doing here? But they have to get their hands on the football because it's just like an onside kick if you don't receive it.
Yep. And, the Holy Spirit's made it tough on Cherokee. 2 kicks haven't been the same. One's down the middle, one's a pooch, one's a little far. That one's a line drive. I mean, it's been difficult. And the guys that are not used to handling the ball are now getting a chance to get it, and sometimes it doesn't work out.
Ramir Johnson again in the football game. He'll be the up back in the I formation. Boria is deep in the eye, and Bender will be under center.
Is this 2 tight ends here? I can't see from down here.
Bender with the snap, gives off to Boria, right side, powers his way across the 35 to the 37-yard line. You can just see those legs turning as he continues to drive forward despite having some defenders grabbing at him.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys that are used to playing on the end, but you add another tight end, now you're in the mix, and it's a whole other set of skills. It allows him to go from 5 yards to 8 yards.
2nd and 4 from the 37. Again, to give up the middle. A successful play twice in this game across the 45 to the 48-yard line. As we mentioned, that was Ramir Johnson, and they have been able to run that play twice, both times successfully.
It's like the first drive of the game, going back to the script.
First down from the 49. Again, the I formation. Boria with the toss. Cuts inside. Keeps the drive going. Pulls free for another first down. You can just see he gets behind one of his blockers. And he gets behind him so tight, then he can just work off. It's almost like a screen in basketball the way he runs.
He does. He gets behind there, and his fullback, Ramir, did a great job of laying a helmet on that forced player right there. He tucked up right behind there. Boria got his face mask grabbed as he was running. Instead of going down and crying about it, he broke loose and drove and got about 10 more yards after the face mask. He's a tough kid.
Place it down to the 30-yard line. So Cherokee has come out with success on offense. But for the most part of this game, both teams have had outstanding offensive play. Bender again. Here's Bory. He grabbed to the line of scrimmage, but still able to surge forward for 3.
All right, he got hit at the line of scrimmage. The Holy Spirit did a good job coming off those blocks. Contact was made at the line, and he still ends up with 2 or 3.
Ball placed down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Second down, 8 for the Chiefs. So far running this entire first series with the I formation, Bender under center.
And Cherokee's well known for this. They'll have a package for one formation. They'll run.
Boria with the toss. Boria is going to be hemmed in, looking to turn the corner, and he does.
Unbelievable.
What a play there. And he looked dead to rights, no question about it. And he picks up what appears to be a first down, and he gets it. I mean, he just was able to turn that corner with the defender hot on his heels.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly how you defend the play. They attacked him behind the line of scrimmage. They made him bowed out, and they had him dead to rights, like you said. But guess what? The will of Boria just overrode that, and great backle, changed a lot of schemes.
So Cherokee has it at the 19-yard line. Again, the I formation. Boria again. Boria pounds up the middle. And one thing about Brandon Boria at 5'9", 192 pounds, he is not just a scat back.
No.
I mean, he has power and can take it between the tackles.
He's shown, I don't know, over and over again on these drives that you get him a little space, he's gone. But you get him in the middle, you're going to have to bring him all the way down. You just can't hit him. You just can't even just wrap him up. You got to take him to the ground or keep the legs churning. This weekend has had a bunch of good running backs. It's been a pleasure to watch.
Bender talking things over with Johnson and Boria face to face. Under center. Again, here's Johnson. Johnson powers up the middle. It's going to be short of the first down.
And up to Johnson.
Yeah, there's the Holy Spirit. Looks like they're trying to slant and disrupt things in the background. So Cherokee says, okay, well, we'll trap you, and we'll hit it right behind you, and we're still able to make the play. It's a good defensive play.
They're down 6 from the 15. Bender steps toward the sideline, making sure he gets the play.
Man, for a second I thought it was going to be one of those where he's faking talking to the coach and direct snapped.
Yes. Third down 6. Throwing over the middle, wide open for the touchdown.
It's a matter of time. I didn't want to jinx it. I was going to say it, but you run enough.
That was Zabriskie. We told you earlier in this game that he is someone that can get free, especially in a situation like that. And he was wide open.
The coaches may not fool each other, but they don't have to. All they have to do is fool the players.
25-23, and Pagic will look for the 24th point here.
There you go. Take something off of it. There you go.
And it is good. So Cherokee takes the second half kickoff and marches down the field in a very impressive drive, Sam. And one thing they must have talked about at halftime is we're coming out in an I formation, and we think we can do some business off that formation. So they must have seen something. Not saying they won't go back to the spread, but obviously they like what they saw as far as how they can operate with that I formation.
I mean, every formation
Ladies and gentlemen,
is a day or two of practice. So they come out with 2 tights, 2 backs, 1 receiver. That's a whole series of practice. Then they come out with a spread. You have another series of practice. And the regular I, so they can practice it. For them, it's the same plays. But to stop the defense to prepare for that, and then they add the 2 tight ends, which adds another gap. Now someone's down on the inside where they're normally on the outside rushing. It just changes everything. So it's good. They're known for that. They'll come with a 2 tight or a certain formation and run it after halftime, so you don't have time to adjust.
He returned to the truck right at number 22, Christian Searles.
Pagic with the kick. Short, left side. Searles to the 25, 26-yard line.
Kicks field on Searles, brought down number 14, Brandon Petrick.
Cherokee with an impressive opening drive. They now trail it by just a point. And we talked earlier about those missed extra points for Holy Spirit. They're down, Cherokee that is, just down 1, and Pagic is someone who has a great leg and can easily win the game with a field goal.
That's right. They're going to have to get some points here and put Cherokee on notice.
Burns, pump fake, fires deep down the center of the field. Roman is all alone. He's going to take it the distance on the first play from scrimmage for the touchdown.
I don't know if it made a difference in the play. He did flinch at the line, but that was a pump and go, and that was over before it started. Gavin Roman said, "I checked you, Boya, and it's your turn now. What are you going to do?"
Wow. Unofficially 67 yards. Talk about an answer. Cherokee drives the field, and Burns says, all right, we'll take it in one play.
I mean, you have a play-action pass for Cherokee down here for a score. You have a pump and go for Holy Spirit over here for a score. Like I said, you can have all the schemes in the world. The eyes get big and kids see something, they want to make a play, go right by them.
The boot is no good. Wow. He has missed 3 extra points in this game, so Holy Spirit back up on top, 31-24.
He needs to do the same thing that Patrick did. Take a little bit off of it. All you have to do is make an extra point. A strong leg, but that doesn't mean much if it doesn't go between the uprights.
Well, Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street on the boardwalk at Ocean City, is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. And they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the boardwalk at Ocean City. Visit them online at gillians.com. So in one play after the long drive by Cherokee, Holy Spirit back on top, 31-24. And they had gone away a little bit from Roman, Sam, since that first quarter. They've gone to some other people like Jones, and also Ward has been tremendous, and Searles. But right there, boy, he was wide open. He had probably 10 yards on the defender.
And that's by design. They went with Roman. Cherokee adjusted to the quick outs right there. They said, okay, when that happens, this is our plan B. And they're waiting for Cherokee to adjust to that. They're waiting for that play until the second half. Both these teams, Cherokee came out with the 2 tights in the second half, and Holy Spirit was waiting for that pump and go from the slot player.
Birdie and Borean wait for it at their 15-yard line. Forte will kick it. Line drive affair. Going to be taken by Birdie at the 22. Birdie stutter stepping across the 30-yard line to the 32. When he was approaching the ball, Sam, I was thinking back to a game we did yesterday, if you remember. Onside kick. So I'm saying, gee, this would be a good time for them to do the same thing, because no one's expecting that. They just score. This is what we're going to do. We're going to try to score again real quick.
Right. I did notice on Holy Spirit, their center on the kick return team, the guy right in front of the ball, he was he didn't take his eyes off the ball. He's staring right at you. What you're not going to do is dribble it up on me. So I think they did a little scouting and say we'll take one thing away from you guys.
Cherokee back in possession at the 32-yard line. Bender fires quickly to the right side. Pagic with a reception. Pagic pulls free, able to pick up a first down on the quick pitch, but able to create after the catch.
Nice job. Now to go back to traditional, well, actually three receiver jack set.
You can't see it, but the cheers for the Cherokee sidelines for the Cherokee cheerleaders, or maybe I should call them the Cherokee gymnastics, because they're doing some great stuff.
They're just flying. All I see is their feet and flying everywhere, and it's amazing.
First down. Pounding up the middle across the 45 to the 49-yard line. That was Boria. Quick start there for Boria. Looked like they might have had a little trouble with the exchange, but he was able to recover and pick up 5 or 6.
One of the lasting images or lasting attributes Boria has is he never slows down. He's the same in the first quarter as he is in the third and the fourth. I mean, his speed and strength don't wane. I mean, he doesn't need to be subbed out or anything. So he's able to keep playing. So Holy Spirit better keep their helmet strapped up because he's going to be coming.
Second, short 5 for the Chiefs from their own 49-yard line. Bender going to take it himself. Bender's not going to go anywhere. They had that one smelled out right from the beginning. Sean Feenan charging across, and you could see right from the get-go he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, they had it sniffed out on Boria too, but he ran around him and got a first down last time. So again, the scheme is there. The adjustments are made. Sometimes you have to rely on your athletes. That's a good job by Holy Spirit defense.
Those are the kinds of plays, though, that can really disrupt a drive, those negative plays, because they got the good play on first down.
Right.
Now they're facing a 3rd and 10.
Oh, they got Searles on the inside receiver. There it is.
Bender firing to the right side, and this one is picked off. Inside the midfield line, he's inside the 40 to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, let's come back. I don't know if he lost his footing or what, but that great job by recognition by the D-back to step in front and snatch that away.
First down.
Roseboro with a pick and the good return, marking it at the 34-yard line of Cherokee. So this is a big part of this game, Sam, because now they have an opportunity to go up by more than one score.
Remember that tackle by Boria on that interception right there, because he may have taken it to the house if it wasn't for that. If they ever stop him here, he can look back on that as helping his team out.
Here's Ward, has not really touched the ball. Well, I can't really say he hasn't really touched the ball because they only ran one play so far in the second half, and that was a 67-yard bomb to Roman. So here he does touch and picks up 4 yards on first down.
And 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Spartans. Up 25-24 with the golden opportunity here. Here's Ward. Struggles inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
To get the first here, it's a close one.
Austin Leonard
to the spot.
Makes the stop.
The play is good for a Holy Spirit Spartans first down.
Let's see if Cherokee's defense can arise to the situation off the pick.
I wonder if they're going to hit Searles out here in the flat again on the swing pass that worked for a score last time.
Ward gets the call. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but able to bounce off, but then a great cut down. That was Brandon Petrick. Wow, that really could have gone a long way to preventing a big gainer because he bounced off the initial surge and then took it to the outside. And if not for Petrick, he might have gone a long way.
Yeah, he definitely stuffed his head in the pack right there and then bounced out a little late. I mean, his speed, athleticism, I would assume he'd look for the bounce right away.
2nd and 10. The give right side to Searles. Searles stutter stepping inside the 20-yard line to the 17, maybe the 16-yard line.
And then, you know, not only are the schemes changing, but you used to Ward running at 225, and then you have Searles in there who's lightning quick. It just changes everything. Now, this is their adjustment.
3rd and a yard.
Yeah, Roman and Searles in the backfield.
Ball at the 15. Swings to the left side. That's Roman. He's got it. He's got a blocker in front, able to turn the corner. Hemmed in finally, but he's got the first down with a lot of room to spare.
They do a good job putting their playmakers in position. I mean, you go from slot from out wide. Searles, who's caught swing passes. Now he's inside running. Now it's 2 backs instead of 1.
Going to mark it at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the Spartans, looking to add to their lead. Roman up the gut for a couple. Looking to cross up the defensive Cherokee as they send Ward, the big back to the right side, flaring out, and then hand it to Roman up the middle. 2nd and goal.
You're looking for a reaction by the D, but sometimes you just want to do what works best for you. All right.
Burns with Ward in the backfield.
Watch out for Searles here.
Quick throw to Ward right side. He's got blockers in front, but reacting well to it. Cherokee, and you know, Coach Glatz would like that, because if there's one thing that he always emphasizes, I want a whole bunch of hats to the football, and right there he got it.
I wonder which of those backs has a little bit of an arm, because that old toss right quarterback leaks out left, goes to back. I don't know if it's Searles, probably Roman. Whoever can just toss it back there. It's nothing but the pylon and the player alone on that one.
3rd and goal from the 5. Burns sits, fires to the right side. Complete, or is it incomplete? Are they calling a timeout, or is it incomplete?
Yep, they're moving it up, so it's complete. Down to the 2.
So it was complete. Got the foot in bounds and then forced out of bounds. Now it's 4th down at about a yard.
4th and 1.
Late timeout.
Timeout.
Cherokee. Timeout.
1:58 left in this 3rd quarter. It's 31-24 Holy Spirit. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they will do anything to help. They're open weekdays till 7, Saturdays till 6, and Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. 4th down for the Spartans. Now you would think, obviously, with 225-pound Jasir Ward in the backfield, that they more likely than not are going to hand it to him.
You know, I don't know. Their go-to play has been a quick pitch out to the flat, but it's, you know, you don't have much room to work here to get the secondary person out of the way. They have a play for this. They've been practicing it.
Fourth and goal.
I would assume Roman out to the right.
Swings to the left side. That's Roman. Roman spins away, but he doesn't get in, and they hold to Cherokee. Just as you called it, Sam, they flared it out to the left side. This time, Cherokee was there to thwart it, and Roman could not use his athletic ability to spin away.
Right, and Cherokee did a great job responding to it. Roman and Holy Spirit needs to make that a little bit wider to open up the space so he can either cut back or race to the corner. It was just too tight.
So Cherokee holds on a 4th and goal. They will have the football backed up in their own territory, but unscored upon.
Turnover on downs. Chiefs take over.
Big stop.
150 left in the third. Cherokee looking to get out from underneath their own goal line. Obviously, they have the back to do it. Boria pounding. Picked up a couple.
Boria on the carry.
This is a nervous time for defenses because, you know, you can shoot all the gaps and focus on the running back. Those two safeties or those outside backers, whoever has the tight ends, you don't want to get caught like you got caught earlier.
Second and 8.
Play action.
Second down and 8 for the Chiefs. This time the toss to Boria. Able to cut inside. Continues driving. He's going to get the first down and more. Finally swarmed under and tossed out of bounds, but it took 3 or 4 defenders to get him down.
He got help by his teammates and he got help to push forward. I tell you what, they should learn their lesson. He does not go down easy. You just can't bump into him. You got to take him all the way down. They're either going to learn their lesson or they're going to have him running for 200 yards on him.
Sometimes he just disappears and then pops out the other side.
All you see is the little legs moving because he never stops driving.
Yeah, you can see that. So the first down, big play. Up the middle for Johnson. Johnson looking to spin away, gets a couple. But that play, I think, is being used for one thing, and that's to keep that defense honest because they're so keen on Boria.
Yep. As soon as Boria takes a step, whatever, left or right, that should widen the defense, and that fullback should be able to get underneath. But they're able to read it. They're able to get off the blocks. They got hit a couple times with it, but more often than not, they're able to hold the fullback back.
Probably this will be the last play of the third quarter as we are at 14 seconds left. Bender back to throw. Fires deep down the right side, and he has the receiver who's going to go the distance for the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
A long touchdown reception. That's good.
And Boria comes up right after he crosses the goal line and shakes his hand. They've been playing together for a long time, those two.
What a play. I tell you what, and that was against their best corner, Searles. And although he had a step on Searles, if Searles would just turn his head and find the ball, last time he was able to smack it away, but because the quarterback led the receiver and his hands were out, he could not catch him, could not get to him. Sometimes a little pass interference is better than a 60-yard touchdown. You could have brought him down. Great execution.
So Pagic will kick it right here. And it is good. So with the kick, Sam, you can see right now how those mixed extra point has come into play. They were able to tie the score. If they made those extra points, that would have not tied the score.
They would have been down by 4 goals, right? Yeah.
31.
Big difference.
We're all knotted at 31 with that's the end of the third quarter of play. Holy Spirit, Cherokee, you can't get a better game than this at the Battle by the Beach. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Yeah, they sign these two up to be the headliners every year.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the premier difference.
Fourth quarter. Cartwright back with Searles to receive Pagic's kickoff. Talk about big plays. 67-yarder to Roman, and now a 75-yarder to Birdie. Searles along the right sideline, crosses the 25. Explosive plays here in this ball game.
Yeah, the kicks are being returnable now. He's able to kick the first two out.
Holy Spirit now with the football, now tied at 31.
Holy Spirit just needs to continue doing what they're doing. They were stopped on the goal line, but every other drive, almost every other drive, was successful. They don't have to reshape anything or start fresh. Just go back to what you've been doing.
Burns, pump fake, being rushed now, rolling to his right, and this one is complete along the right sideline. Picks up the first down to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it might not seem like much, but that was a heck of a play. They had a stop and go over here. Cherokee defended it not only well by the secondary, but by the D-line. He turned, went the other way, found another receiver, got a first down.
I think that was Tamir Jones on the reception. First down. Burns fires over the middle. Again, the completion. Look at this. Still going to the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, to catch that ball right there, right in front of the linebacker. Tough.
Tracks a couple Chiefs defenders for some extra yards.
Man, that's
good for a Spartans first down.
Roseboro on the reception.
Right in the heart of the defense, and then kept driving. Tough. These kids have talent up and down the roster, looks like.
The thing that's so impressive is the ability to create after the catch.
Yes.
Turned it into a much bigger gain than otherwise it would have been. Here's Ward getting into the act.
And then you bring a 220-pound running back to boot. And then the linebacker's eyes are rolling and the head's spinning right now.
8-yard advance on first down.
I got to run side to side for the quick passes. I got to fill for the runs. I got to stop these pop passes. Oh man, this is a long day for them.
They are certainly a diversified offense. It's not just Roman and Burns. Here's Ward again. Ward grabbed to the line of scrimmage, then stood up and swallowed up. But that's what you got to do with him.
You have to, and that's okay because it's short yardage. They can come back to it, or you know they're going to go use all four down. So their playbook is wide open. Nothing risky.
He did pick up the first down.
The rush is good for the Holy Spirit Spartans. First down.
Holy Spirit looking to break the tie as we're knotted at 31. Ball just outside the 30-yard line of Cherokee. Again, but this time he'll be decked in the backfield. Check that, I'm sorry, Searles.
They had a lineman out for a play, and that may be the cause of that.
Roman Doherty with a stick. Loss of 2. Second and 12. From the 33. Burns looking to throw. Rolling left, he's going to take it himself past the line of scrimmage and force out of bounds. The 25-yard line. So couldn't find anything downfield. Decided best thing for him is just to take it himself. Picked up 6 yards.
Why not? I mean, you tuck it, you get out there. Now you have 3rd and 4. You set up well for the next play. That's a good play. Don't force a pass deep. Don't try and make a big play. Keep your offense on the field and keep going. You're knotted up in the fourth quarter. There's no reason. It's a good decision by him.
8-yard pickup by the quarterback Burns. Now 3rd and 4. Burns sets, fires to the right sideline, and great defensive play coming up to knock it away. That was Wesley Davenport.
Yeah, in comparison to their other plays, that play took a long time. It took forever to break on that.
That's number 5.
That's throwing 3/4 of the width of the field. That's a dangerous pass unless you have a rifle. Earlier in the game, Tony, they were playing to the quarterback's strengths. The quick little passes, the short little ones, right? That long one, you gotta have an arm to throw that.
Big play here, 4th down. Here's Burns, fires over the middle, and this one is caught.
That's his wheelhouse. Those passes right there. That's what he can do. And he does it well.
Roseboro again with a reception. So he's been getting his name mentioned more and more too in this game. So you can see they are a multi-dimensional offense. It's not just one player or another. They can go to a whole bunch of different receivers.
And they're good enough just to stick to what he can do well.
At the 10. The give to Ward, grabbed by the shoe tops, able to struggle forward for a couple, maybe 3.
Yeah, he was hitting the line of scrimmage by.
Looks like he lost a shoe on the tackle. So he'll depart.
Gain of 1 of the play, 2nd and 9.
How badly does Searles want to get into the end zone here after giving up that long pass? The young man, I know he scored already, but he wants to help his team out on both sides of the ball.
2nd down and 9.
So they brought Roman and Searles into the backfield again. That's what they did later on. They swung Roman out when they did this earlier.
Searles gets the call off the right side, picks up 3, maybe 4.
Christian Searles, brought down number 54, Roman Doherty.
Roman Doherty's been the last 2 plays.
Gain of 4 on the play.
He's been active, no question.
He's been out there. All right, 3rd and 5.
I thought it was 3rd, but they're saying 2nd, so we stand corrected. 2nd and 5.
I think they fixed it now.
Okay.
Oh, we threw it behind him.
Throws to the right side. That one's incomplete. Intended once again for Tamir Jones. So here we are. And given the difficulty that Forte has had with extra points, the likelihood is they're not going to entrust him with a field goal here.
No, that would have been a good down for a draw. You know, statue of draw. He sits back there deep, lets him rush, pump fakes.
4th down and 5. 7:37 left.
It has to be to the right.
Ward peels to the right side. Here's the throw into the end zone. It is too high. Hits the crossbar, and Cherokee is held. That's the 2nd time this half that they have held.
Sure have. Ooh, I tell you. It wasn't even catchable. So they wanted a long protection, bring those guys all the way across from the right to the left, hoping that they get lost in traffic and be open in the back of the end zone. Good idea, tough to execute.
So Cherokee has it back, again starting deep in their own territory, but again we saw what happened when they got it deep in their own territory. They were able to march right down the field. Interesting to see if they continue with that I formation set.
Yeah, it's before we even get to that, it's just their kicking situation must be dire because when you're tied in the 4th and you don't take that one, if they think they have a better chance of that play than kicking it, then that says something about that part of the game. They haven't adjusted to these 2 tight chips, so why not? You give your man some he's not down. Give your man one more hole on each side, Tony.
Yeah, Boria, you can see that he is tough to bring down even when he's in the grasp. Now timeout. Officials timeout. Injured. Holy Spirit. See if we can check out on.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of today's game, we ask that all fans exit to the back parking lot towards the
See,
ocean side
I
of the field.
believe that is, if I can just. Nolan Bradley, I believe, number 52. He's being attended to while they take care of him. We want to tell you about Johnson's Popcorn. Well, it's known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk at Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. And Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you are not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century. So Bradley appears to be okay, maybe a little limp, but still walking off the field under his own power. And you look at that, Sam, you say, okay, they played that defensively against Boria pretty well, but you look up at the sticks and he's got 4 yards on first down. So.
Because they had the shakes in the middle of the hole. He took a jab step right. Young man on defense flew over there, and he was able to get 2 more yards after that step.
7:13 left. All tied at 31. Bender to Boria, but this time Holy Spirit waiting for him.
51.
That's how you do it. You have to get into the backfield. Don't give him a chance to get started.
Robert McDermott with the tackle. That's going to bring up a third down and 9 off the loss of 3. So let's see how aggressive Coach Glatz wants to be here. All tied at 31.
They can space it out there and get a nice hook, maybe 8-yard hook pattern, maybe break a tackle, get the first. Or they can spread Boria out and give him some room to operate. Yeah, they'll think about it.
Timeout.
Cherokee calls timeout.
6:30 left in regulation as we are all knotted at 31. Winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the very first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com. Coach Glatz wanting to talk it over with his team at a critical situation here with 6:30 left in the ball game. 31-31 in what has been a very entertaining game.
You have to have a good yardage play that's safe enough not to cause a turnover, because you're going to have to punt it if you don't get it. But you don't want to have any kind of give up play.
And you recall on one punt situation, Holy Spirit had no one back, rushed the punter. Of course, here, if they have to punt, they're going to be in their own end zone.
Was that the last punt we've seen? I think the first quarter was the last punt.
I think you're right. I don't think that Cherokee has punted. Throw over the middle, and this one is complete. Spinning away, looking for the first down. That's Pagic, and I think he might have gotten it off the second effort, and he did.
That's good for Cherokee Chiefs.
That's a good job. That's something they came out of. They didn't do much of it before now. Good timing, good eyes, good hands. It wasn't like it was wide open. They had defenders all around them too, so that was a good job.
Pagic comes off the field now on a first down.
Or the same matchup we had on a long touchdown pass over here again. They have no free safety, which sounds like a thing of the past now in football.
At the 19-yard line. They give up the middle, but again, nothing available.
There's 8 guys in the box. They're not going to get much on that.
Given the fact that Cherokee does have the ability to throw the football, as you just saw, picking up that first down. Putting 8 in the box, well, okay, that's what you want to do then.
All right.
He'll work off that.
2 tights, 2 backs.
Deep down the center of the field, and this one is incomplete. Intended again for the tight end, Zabriskie.
I mean, if a person is familiar with balls being caught in the air, Roman was defending him, so he knows to wait for the hands to go up and smack it out.
3rd and 10.
So you're playing against his strength. He's like, I don't get nervous when the ball's in the air. I'm able to adjust and make a play.
Zabriskie definitely has some size on Roman, but again, as you said, the defensive backs, what they're taught to do is if the ball's coming down, you see it between their hands, punch it out. He was able to do that. That brings up a 3rd and 9. Let's see what they dial up here.
Now they can run this.
Bender again. Good protection. Fires to the right side, and this one incomplete, intended for Pagic. Really didn't have much of a chance there.
No, he needs to put a little more height, a little more outside. But that was still good coverage, even if it was thrown correctly. It may have been the best thing they could hope for was for it to get knocked down. He would have picked anything short. He would have picked it off. So Holy Spirit, after that 3rd down completion for a first down, came back.
Roseboro defending on the play, and Pagic is back to punt the football. Standing a few steps in front of his end zone.
Cherokee might get one more chance on offense. 5 minutes.
Here's the snap. They're coming after it again. They didn't have anybody deep, but a good kick by Pagic. They're going to let it roll. I think they probably heard it from the coach last time, Sam.
He had a nice side conversation with him. Hey guys, let the ball roll. The things that Holy Spirit does that aren't traditional, like having a returner back and going for it on 4th down all over the place, don't seem to be hurting them. The only thing that really hurt them today was the goal line stand over here and almost near goal line stand on the school side end zone.
They have it back again with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left. And it really is in this type of a game that you miss the field goal kicker, which, of course, Cherokee has, and at least we don't think at this point Holy Spirit does, although, hey, if it comes down to it, if you're at 4th down, they may say, well, get out there and win it for us. Roman peels to the right side. Here's Ward off the right side. Picks up 4, maybe 5 yards to the 40-yard line.
Nice job. Nice hard work. Not to belabor the punt returner thing, but you have athletes like Roman and Searles. I mean, you have people that operate in open field. I mean, you might have a big play on punt return. It's just amazing they don't use those guys for that.
2nd and 5.
Pick up a 5 by Ward on 1st down. At the 40. Ward again. Pounds for the first down across the 45. Continues driving to the 47, 48-yard line.
Man.
Tackle made by number 1.
Young man got it rolling. All this subbing throughout the second, fourth
first down
has allowed him to just keep pounding.
And I think they call this, the 4-minute offense. You've heard of the 2-minute offense, but the 4-minute offense is what you'd like to do is, in a game like this, is you want to run out the clock and score. Have the ball in your hands at the end of the game. Here's Ward again. Cuts to the right.
Nice cut.
Picks up 4, maybe 5.
There's not much you want to do because, like you said, you're going forward, you're getting 4 yards of pop, and the clock is running. So no matter what happens at the end of the drive, you're giving Cherokee less time with the ball if they even get the ball back.
2nd and 6.
I don't know how high risk plays I'd run at this point, getting that many yards per pop. I would swing Soares out here maybe or something, but that's about it.
Trips to the left side. Here's Searles. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage, if that. So that's going to bring up a third down. Third down and 5. And it's going to be interesting, Sam, to see what Coach DePasquale would do if it became 4th and 5. Because giving it to Cherokee in this point of the field with time running out, that's a tough decision.
One of these two plays, if they don't get the first here, I would assume they're going to do that pop pass they've been successful with over the middle.
Pump fake again, throws to the left side, and no call. They're looking for the call. Did they get one?
No.
They did not.
He certainly rerouted the receiver with his body, but as a receiver, you got to shake that off and get to the ball.
So that's going to bring up the decision we were talking about.
I'm surprised that they did that play on 3rd and 6.
Lados was the intended receiver.
They were getting 7 yards a pop. Roman was getting 8 yards a pop with a little swing pass, flat pass.
So Holy Spirit now is going to talk it over on what could be the play of the game. It's 4th down at the 48-yard line of Cherokee. 4th and 5 for Holy Spirit. We're all knotted at 31 with 2:49 left in the ball game. Well, if you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist in the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. Okay, Coach Jenkins.
What I do? I'm going with their pop pass, whether it's the 2-yard version or the 6-yard version, right over the middle, hoping for a completion or a pass interference. The second thing I do is either a flare or flat to Roman to the wide side of the field over here and say, hey, young man, pick up the first for me.
4th down.
Let the athlete outdo the scheme.
4th and 6 from the 48 of Cherokee. Burns being rushed. He's got the first down.
How about that? Mirror image of what Cherokee did to them to get the first coming out of the end zone. They went right back to the slant, did the same thing. Roman ran a flat, brought the invert out of the way, and comes right behind him.
Lalos with a reception.
It's tough because when they say zones, they say curl flat, which means you drop to the curl, then run to the flat. Well, Roman's been killing you all day in the flat, so how could you possibly stay off of the flat and hug that curl? It's going to be open all the time.
Ward cuts to his right, gets behind the big fellas up front. He just rode their back and picked up 5 yards on first down. You could just see him kind of right behind those big guys.
He said, I'll just tuck up behind here. I'm a big guy too, and all of us put together, it'll give us 6 yards or 5 yards. He makes good initial cuts. I mean, he doesn't have to be on a straight path. He can find the hole.
150 left. 2nd and 5. Ward again bounces to the outside. Continues driving. Still on his feet. He's inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Holy Spirit Squadrons, first down.
What a different game it would be with a reliable kicker. This is going down to the wire. That young man is rolling. They'll give him a breather right here. Put him back in next play. It would only be fitting for Roman or Searles to make a play here.
First down. Give to Roman off right guard. Picks up 2, maybe 3. to the 11.
Yeah, he tucked himself up in there. He was trying to hide in there. It's a different push when Roman's running it and Ward is running it.
2nd and 8.
Under a minute left, second down, 8 yards.
Now, I'm looking at Cherokee's defense. They look a little winded. You don't have to throw anything out wide here. You might be able to just continue to run it.
Rolling right, looking to throw. That's Burns, but he doesn't find anybody, and he's run out of bounds.
Best decision, not to run out of bounds or throw it away.
Gain of about 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7.
With 36 seconds.
Brandon Petrick forces him out. 3rd down. 7. 36 seconds remaining.
So before you ask, I would I would use this wide side of the field. All right, even as a quick hitch, swing or flat.
Holy Spirit
Use the space.
Timeout.
We're all tied at 31. 36 seconds remaining in this ball game. The ball at the 11-yard line of Cherokee with a 3rd down and 7 for Holy Spirit. Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street on the Boardwalk in Ocean City, is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. And they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th on the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at gillians.com. Well, these next few plays could determine the winner of this game. There's only 36 seconds left. Holy Spirit has the ball at the 11-yard line of Cherokee with a 3rd and 7.
I mean, overtime is just as likely.
Ward is back in the ball game for Holy Spirit. 3rd and 7 from the 11. Ward up the middle. Ward pounds. Not going to pick up the first down. He's going to be a couple of yards short. Now 4th and 3.
See, normally you do that when you're going to kick it. You hand the ball off to get in the middle of the uprights. That's why the only thing I can think that what they're doing, because that wasn't expected to get to the end zone, and they're letting the clock run down. I can only assume they're going to kick it. Call timeout.
And they do call a timeout with just 3 seconds left. So wouldn't it be fitting that if their kicker, Mason Forte, who has missed 3 extra points in this ball game, comes through and wins it for them in the end?
That absolutely would. That would be the story of the day. Where you are, on the 5-yard or 6-yard line or whatever?
Yeah. So 6-yard line, 7 yards back, make it 13, so a 23-yard attempt. And you got to figure what's going through his mind right now.
I know what. Cherokee better call timeout before he kicks. Give him some time to think about it. Try and ice him a little bit.
And you wonder if, well, I shouldn't say you wonder, you assume that Cherokee does have a play to put on some pressure on the kicker.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't want to have him miss it and then rough the kicker.
Sure.
And then get, so if you have, Bory or somebody that's coordinated out there to do that, you do it. But you just call timeout here. Shake him up a little bit. There you go. Call timeout.
He calls timeout.
So they'll talk it over again. Three seconds remaining. 31.
Maybe it's just a bluff. He was missing the extra points just to make this more dramatic.
Now, of course, we could see something else then.
Come on.
We could see a fake.
That's right.
Who's the holder is Burns, the quarterback.
He's not used to holding the ball, is he?
So I'm not sure if he's been the holder all along, but if he hasn't been the holder all along, as you would say, if someone's in there that wasn't in there, is not normally in there, that's kind of a dead giveaway as to what they might be doing.
Say, wait a minute. Something is different here.
Number 86, Mason Forte on the pick.
So Forte will attempt.
After going for 2 on an earlier touchdown. This is
from 23 yards. The snap and the kick, and it is goal!
what a finish.
At the buzzer. Looked like it was sailing left, Sam. I thought it might have missed again, but they say no. He kicked it through from 23.
Unbelievable. I'm watching the kick. I'm like, okay, that's clearly left. I have to look at the players for their reaction. Redemption at its best. Oh, what a game.
So Holy Spirit wins it 34-31 on the 23-yard field goal by Mason Forte as time expires. We will be back to recap this game, and it was quite a game, right after this.
Unbelievable. You can't even script that.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
So Holy Spirit wins the game 34-31 on a 23-yard field goal by Mason Forte.
Still shaking his head.
And here's the thing. If he didn't miss those 3 extra points, they would not have been in that situation. They would have been ahead.
That's no fun.
By 3.
That's no fun.
But you got to feel he's going to be sleeping pretty good this evening after connecting on the 23-yarder. This was a great game. There's no question about it. You see both teams are huddled up there at the center of the field, and respect for each other. And really, when you come right down to it, except for a few situations, neither team could stop the other.
Right.
And it's 34-31. What a great way to start this season, unfortunately, for Cherokee. The disappointment, but still a great game.
And if you take a step back and look at it, Holy Spirit was, about to score over here on the goal line stand and almost scored over here. So they had more opportunities to score. So it's not uncommon for them to say, well, we should have had more points, but that's not how the game is played. I think they did a great job on both sides of the ball, and we knew it was going to be a good game. Not quite this good, not in the last-second field goal, but the adjustments were made. The players executed what they had to execute. The penalties were at a minimum. Great open field tackles, great open field plays, good double moves. I mean, I can go on and on and on, all the superlatives about this game. It's just a really good job.
Of course, Cherokee rated one of the top teams in South Jersey preseason. Holy Spirit kind of although they really don't rebuild, they reload, but they have always been consistently a good team, and I think they showed here in this opening game, hey, we're pretty good ourselves. So we'll see how both teams react going forward. Next week it's Cherokee taking on Hamilton. So They're giving Mr. D. Pasquale, the first-year coach, little shower, a bath there, and he deserves it because they're going to really enjoy the ride home, although it's a very short ride for Holy Spirit. They're located in Absecon. Of course, the kids don't come exclusively from Absecon. They come from all over, but it was truly an entertaining game. We certainly hope you enjoyed it. A lot of big plays, a 53-yarder, a 67-yarder, a 75-yarder, all sorts of explosive plays, and we enjoyed bringing it to you. So, once again, the final score, 34-31, Holy Spirit winning it on a last-second 23-yard field goal by Mason Forte, and they start the season 1-0, Cherokee 0-1. Bill Shawcroft, the producer and director and all sorts of other stuff that he does, doing a fantastic job as always. Want to thank my broadcast partner, Sam Jenkins. As always, fantastic job, and we continue the season, and hope you enjoyed the battle at the beach. There is, however, one more game left if you're in the area. Edison taking on Cedar Creek. So, for Sam, this is Tony. So long for now.